How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. Now on today's show we're going to be talking about Chelsea because it looks like they are signing a new goalkeeper. First piece of news about Arsenal is that they have signed another goalkeeper. And the last piece of news also involving Arsenal is Gary Neville, because he's been speaking about Mikel Arteta and what he feels he's been doing at the club.
I represent my fucking self.
How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. That's right.
So before we get started, links in the description. DTFC, our last league game. So many of you have seen it already. So many of you have been commenting. And so many of you have seen exactly what I was on about. If you haven't already, go over, see it, comment. It's pretty straightforward. Links in the description, as I said. Now, today's show, first place we are going to start is Chelsea. And it looks like they have agreed a deal for Edouard Mendy. And he's actually having a medical with Chelsea ahead of a £22 million move. The deal is expected to be completed within the next 24 hours. Once he has completed that medical and finalised personal terms. The pressure has been increasing on Frank Lampard to bring in a new goalkeeper before this season had even started. But that has only been heightened after the error against Liverpool. Oh, mate, honestly, when you think how much they signed him for, it was about 70 odd million pound. I think it's pretty safe to say that they have wasted that money. When you look at where could he possibly go? He's obviously a decent goalkeeper, but confidence, just the Premier League in general, it just hasn't worked out. So when you're a buying club, buying a goalkeeper, what do you do in terms of the fee? Because you're buying somebody that's clearly damaged, that's clearly low in confidence, and you're buying a player in a position where you can't have that. You can't have somebody that's low in confidence and damaged and, you know, all the eyes on him, and one mistake means a goal. A striker or a midfielder could make a mistake in a game and it doesn't lead to anything, and you don't really remember it and you forget about it. But with a goalkeeper, you make a mistake, bang, that's it, done, finished. And everyone remembers it. And it's a difficult one. So how much of, that money would they get back? They'd be lucky to get 20 odd million pound, if I'm being perfectly honest with you, because he's been a shambles, and it's not one or two mistakes. It's a catalogue of errors. And Chelsea, they will hope that this new signing can be the answer to their problems, because as long as they got goalkeeper issues, they're going to struggle to be one of the top sides, because every top goalkeeper, or every top club, should I say, had a top goalkeeper. Chelsea have not got one. Next piece of news involves Arsenal, and they have signed a goalkeeper. And it's Alex Runarsson. I believe that's how it's pronounced, on a 4-year contract from League One club Dijon. He will wear the number 13 shirt, and he is expected to deputise for first choice goalkeeper Bernd Leno, replacing Emiliano Martinez, who of course left for Aston Villa. And on a side note, Martinez was in action yesterday and he saved a penalty. You just knew that had to happen on his debut. He saves a penalty. And again, this is why I just stay off social media at the moment, because it's the same old thing. The moment Bernd Leno drops a ball, everyone's going to heighten it and start talking about Martinez. The moment Martinez saves a penalty, everyone's going to start talking about Martinez again and Leno. And move on, man. Honest to God, move on. It's over. It's done. Martinez has gone. We've wished him well. I hope he has a fantastic career at Aston Villa. But it's done. Bernd Leno is our goalkeeper. And the sooner some of you will actually get that into your heads, the better. Okay? You're carrying on like Bernd Leno's a poor goalkeeper. If it wasn't for this guy, we would have been in the relegation zone before his injury. Are you mad? Have some of you genuinely forgot how good this guy is? We've got one of the best goalkeepers in world football. And you're moaning all the time. Shut up. Seriously, it's doing my nutting. And yeah, we've signed a new goalkeeper. And it remains to be seen how much game time he will get. Maybe the Europa League. Maybe the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup. That'd be interesting to see what happens on Wednesday night. Will he be available for that? I don't actually know yet. But I presume if he is ready and fit and whatnot, then he might get thrown into that game, because you wouldn't want to risk burn Leno in a Carabao Cup game when you've got Liverpool in the league next. Because you imagine if he got injured on Wednesday and then you had to throw this lad in at Anfield. Oh my word. That would be a baptism of fire, that's for sure. So it's going to be interesting, and we'll see what happens. He's 25 years old. He's an Iceland international, remember that as well. But he did only make 13 appearances in all competition last season. But the French league, of course, was shut down a lot earlier. Some of the quotes that he said, that he's extremely happy, extremely proud. And it is a big day for me and my family. I cannot wait to get started. And those are the words that he said to the Arsenal website. It's one of the biggest clubs in the world. They've won the Premier League 13 times. The FA Cup 14 times. It is a huge club, and obviously playing in the Premier League as well. It's a win-win situation. Now, before anyone jumps on what I said there, 13 Premier Leagues. He actually went on to say League, Premier League. We already know some are Premier League, some were the old First Division, but we won 13 titles. So let me just get that one clear. He says that he knows it's going to be a lot of hard work, but I'm ready to do everything I can to get the most amount of minutes as possible. Edu was speaking about the signing, and he has said that we are very pleased to welcome Alex to our squad. And from the analysis, he has strong attributes that we look for in a goalkeeper and as a person. Mikel Arteta has gone on to say that we want to create healthy competition for places, and we look forward to seeing Alex bring further depth to the goalkeeping position. So yeah, very interesting, and welcome to the Arsenal. And that's all I can really say at the moment until I see him. Last piece of news, sticking with Arsenal, of course, and Gary Neville has been speaking about Mikel Arteta and the job he's done so far. And the former Manchester United and England defender has been impressed by Arsenal under Arteta and says he is going above and beyond in North London. Speaking on the Gary Neville podcast, he went on to say that he thinks Mikel Arteta is punching above his weight. He is going above and beyond the players he has. The shape and the organisation, things we have criticised Arsenal for in the past, is good. They are not finishing in the top four like Arsene Wenger used to get criticised for, but they look like a team which is more cohesive. It is continued from the end of last season, and he is doing a great job. I just think Mikel Arteta would love that £150 million that Frank Lampard has got this summer at Chelsea. And you know what? I agree with him there. I think that Mikel Arteta would most definitely like £150 million to spend right now. If he did, then I think we could really be competing under Mikel Arteta, because for me, we've got one of the best young progressive managers out there. And you know what Gary Neville was saying is true. He's getting a lot out of players that I don't think many people would have got a lot out of. And a lot of managers were not getting, anything out of them. But he seems to be just draining every last inch out of them and getting something. And it's working, but it's to a point now where you look and you say, right, we need something more now. We need to start adding real quality and, top players. But it remains to be seen whether we're going to get them or not. And we will find out very, very soon if we do or not. So there we go. That is it for today's DT's Daily. As usual, let me know in the comment section what you think about today's topics. Make sure you click on the link in the description for the DTFC game. And yeah, if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you smash a like on this video. And I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.